How to connect with one's personal demon. That is the topic of today's video. Now, I was going to make a different video based on an entirely different subject. But yesterday, while I was waking up, I had this intuition that one only has in the moments when one is waking up. Because that is when you are truly connected with your divine self. And that is when you receive insights into the deeper nature of reality. Now, when I was waking up, I immediately went into this meditative state. But before, I noticed that there was some chatter going on in my mind. Now, this chatter was the thoughts that were swirling in my mind. And immediately I could not notice how of what I am, the real I, was something different from this egoic chatter as I was able to notice it. So immediately there was some distance from it. I am not my thoughts. That was the first realization. As I realized that I am not my thoughts, I went into this meditative state. Meditative state happens when you become a witness to what all is going on in your mind. So immediately there was an incredible silence accompanied with peace. And I'm putting this down arrow, using this down arrow because it felt like a deepening when I noticed my chatter. Immediately it was a sense of deepening that associated with this meditative state. So this is why I'm using this down arrow. So as a sort of sinking happened, as if I was sinking into myself. So at only at first you realize, you understand that this chatter is a surface level thing. It is the surface. So all of your thoughts and your egoic identity is a surface reality. This chatter is really the ego. The ego is always chattering, twittering like a bird, a cacophony of thoughts. And most people, because they never go beyond their ego, remain stuck in this surface reality that is full of chatter. So that's why most people are full of distress, worries, and overthinking. It is because they have not realized that what they truly are is not this ego, but something deeper than the ego, something that exists beyond the ego. So moving on, and this whole experience only happened for a few seconds, but it was enough to realize all of this. And as the meditative state deepened, the chatter vanished. And all that remained was this silence, this peace. So This state of silence and peace is not generated, but something that is always present. And I have experienced this state of silence and peace before too. But this time something was different. As in the state of deepened meditative state, I heard something. Or to be more precise, I felt something. What did I feel besides the silence? I felt a presence. I felt a deep sense of presence. And this presence was something that was different from who I am, from I, that is the ego. And I said hi to it. Hi. The presence replied back, hi. I wanted to interrogate it. I wanted to ask it questions. Who is it? From where has it come from? What is the purpose? Why is it here? But I did not ask any of these questions. I intuitively realized that questioning it was frivolous. It was better to feel it. And I started to feel it. That is the personal demon. It is the deep, pervading sense of I amness, the bigger I. This is the bigger I. This bigger I is the self with the capital S. This capital S self is the all powerful, ever peaceful, ever present Atma. As noted by the Vedantic philosophy. And the true goal of all self development, of all philosophy, of all religion, in its truest essence, is to merge your small I into the big I. Is to merge your ego with the self with the capital S. Now, once you do this, once this is achieved, you have made your personal demon your friend, your ally. In many traditions, this personal demon is also called as the guardian angel. It is, it is in a way a messenger who guides you, who brings messages from the higher divinity to you. It is working in your favor. It is friendly. But only if you have done all of this work and you have noticed this presence and you have given it a due, you have acknowledged it. And it is by acknowledging it, you make it your friend. So, why should you connect with this demon? That is the question. Well, it's something that I am myself investigating. But in a way, I know intuitively why this is done. Well, it is done to find one's true purpose. Your demon is helping you to find your true purpose and then to work to fulfill it. True fulfillment can only happen when you have realized your personal demon. It's continual bonding that you participate in. Bonding with your personal demon is a continual thing, happens day to day, every day. And the more you stay aligned with what you say, well, well, the more you open yourself, the more open you become. That is, you let go of the chatter and you invite the demon into your life. The demon is the source of all power, it is the source of all peace, it is the source of all magnetism. It is the demon that gives you charisma. It is the demon that shows the way. And those few who are walking on this path of spirituality and who are alone, well, you're not really alone. Don't ever think that you are alone. There is a presence that is always there with you. And if you want to destroy the worries, the fears, and everything that hold you back, invite the demon into your life, because it will take care of you. And what you have to do is cultivate faith. And it is an experience that I'm trying to put into words, but it actually cannot be done. It can only be experienced to fully understand it. So if you think that this is all garbage, then try it for yourself, Try to invoke this experience in your life and see for yourself. Now I will make a more detailed long form video on it as I continue to this dialogue with my own demon and gain more wisdom. And if the demon thinks fit, it will give me the knowledge and the ability to better convey it. Speak soon.